Hi, in this video let me present you the Trader on Chart software, and I assure you that it's the software that will make your forex trading easy. I know it's quite a bold statement to make, but let me just give me just give me a few minutes and I will just show you how it really makes your trading easy. So if you are fully into automated trading, then it's not the perfect application for you. But if you use manual trading and you trade more like every day or just a few times a week, it's really the perfect app for your MetaTrader. So it starts with all this panel. It's the Trader on Chart right here. So the panel has lots of settings, and it might be confusing for many of you when you first see it, but let me just tell you that after a few minutes of using the software, you will get used to it pretty fast. I have like hundreds of clients using the same software for years already, and they're very likely that it will happen to you like it happened for them. They are so happy about it. So it all starts with these buy and sell buttons. So these are used to execute market orders, kind of immediate positions. But also you can execute like place pending orders. So you would use this section right here. So at all times, the section above is used as well. So let me go through each of those settings and let me explain you what they are about. So right here you can see we have fixed lot size set, and it's set to 0.01. So let's say I would set it to 0.03, and if we just click buy button, I will get my trade executed immediately. And obviously it has 0.03 lot size. Right here we have close section. If I click this button, it will close all the market trades. This profit button will close all the trades that are in profit. This one will close all the trades that are in loss, and this will delete any pending orders that might exist in the account. So I would just click the market, and it will close all the market orders. So let's try again. This time let's add a stop loss of, let's say, 25 pips and a take profit of, let's say, 69.5. So I will click buy trade, and immediately it will open the buy trade and will place the stop loss and the take profit that I have set right here. So I could try to measure it with my mouse right here. So yeah, it's somewhere about 20, it's 25 pips stop loss, and my measurement is not that exact, but yeah, it's at 69.5. You can do the calculation from these numbers right here. So again, let's try another setting. Let's say we want a take profit and of ratio with a stop loss. So let's set it, for example, 3. So now when I click a buy button, it will open another buy trade, but this time it will use the same stop loss to 25th, but take profit will be 3 times bigger than the stop loss. So let's say I will set this to 0.5. So this will make my take profit to be 2 times smaller than my stop loss in pips. So I will click buy button again, and I see another order open, and here's the smaller take profit right now. And again, if I click the market button, it will close all the market trades. So we can start over. Okay, so let's move further. There are much more than that. If we open this section, we can choose to risk in percentage of the count, or we can risk in money. So let's say I want to risk, say, $500. And then my stop loss will be 50 pips. And then I want to use, let's say, take profit and stop loss ratio of 2. I will have my take profit 2 times bigger than stop loss. I click buy, and it calculates immediately that I need a full lot size to risk $500 with a stop loss of 50 pips. If I make my stop loss smaller and then buy another trade, it will open 2 full lots. So now both of these trades, if they hit stop loss, both of them will lose $500 each. That's how it works. So again, if I want to lose with a third trade, let's say I want to lose, I don't know, $200, and I click buy again, and this time application calculates that it should be 0.8 position size to lose $200 if the trade hits the stop loss of 25 pips. So isn't this awesome? Yeah. Okay, now let's go further. So let's say I want to risk in percentage. I can just say I want to risk 1%, and my stop loss, let's say, is 63, I don't know, and take profit in pips. Let's say I will leave it open at 0, and let's click the sell trade this time. I click the sell trade, and I get my sell trade open, and the lot size is 0.16. So this means that my my order, when it hits stop loss of 63 pips, it will lose 1% of the count. The next important thing to know that this trader chart has 2 modes of trading. By default, it is set to use two-way trading, but you can also choose one-way trading. So what this will do is that it will close all the trades of the opposite position before opening the new one. So again, if I want to execute another sell trade, it will close all the buy trades and only then execute a sell trade. So this is the mode that you should be using on accounts like FXCM broker, the ones from the US regulations that come from NFI, I think, and those regulations are called first in, first out, and hedging is prohibited on those accounts. So, or just, maybe a strategy tells you to do this. So I just click sell trade and I see all buy trades closed, and then my sell trade executed again. So now if I click buy trade, all the sell trades get closed and buy trade opened immediately. Obviously, each trade gets set all the stop loss and take profit as they appear, in the settings. Additionally, I can apply break even or trailing stop. Now for trailing stop, it's quite obvious. If you don't know how trailing stop works, I won't go through explanation in this video, just to make it short, but I will just to mention that break even works in a way that if your strategy kind of charges you, your broker charges commissions, then trader on chart automatically calculate the size of commissions for your trade and the swap costing for your trade, and it will add a break-even point just above, slightly above the open price. So if the price reverses and gets back at you and closes your trade at break-even, then you would get your order closed in a small profit just to cover expenses of your commissions and swap. So this is quite a good feature, and clients really love it. People love this because you don't need to figure out how many pips to add, in profit and so on. Application does this for you. Now let's take a look at the pending orders. So let me just close this market trade right now, and I will want to place buy stop, let's say somewhere around this point of right here. So yeah, 1.09. It will be buy stop at exact price, and I want stop loss of 50 and take profit of say 200, and also I want to risk, I don't know, $88, and I click place, and it will place my pending order. It will calculate the right amount of of position size, the right position size to lose $88 in case it hits stop loss. But obviously, in case it hits take profit, you would make 4 times than that, because my take profit is 4 times bigger. My take profit line is not visible. I will have to lower the scale right like this. Yeah, here's my take profit. So again, let's try to place a sell stop. Let's say I want to place a sell stop right here, 825. Okay, 1.0825, and this time I will use take profit of 50 pips, for example, and click the place button, and it just places the pending order, and it looks like I just placed it on top of my previous order. I'm a buy stop loss price. It doesn't matter. I just can click pending right here in the close section, and it will close all the pendings. So another cool stuff around this app is that I could use pips distance. So let's say I would want sell stop order placed 20 pips at the 20 pips distance from my market price, current market price. So click place button, and 20 pips below it places my sell stop. Obviously, it adds a stop loss and take profit as well. Now, the cool thing about this is that you can choose buy and sell stops. And if I decide to place at 20 pips distance, it will happen like this. I click place button, and it will place a buy stop 20 pips above and a sell stop 20 pips below. So this is something that news traders use a lot, So just a few minutes before the trade news released, you just set your desired parameters, the distance, stop loss, position size, and so on, and you just click place button once, and it will place buy and sell stop orders for you at your desired distance. So it's really quite useful. On the other side, if you don't have time to wait for that perfect moment, just a few minutes before news release, to place your pending orders, you can schedule the trade. So let's delete these pending orders. I will switch my time frame to 1 minute just to make it kind of zoom in. And now I will choose that I want to schedule my trade. So now I need to enter the time. It will be 2016, and it should be a broker time according to the market watch clock right here. So it's January 19, and it's 16:24. It actually works with seconds, so I can do 23 and, for example, 40. And then I can say, place my 2 pending orders 10 pips from the distance that will have. So I click place button, and it creates this horizontal line, purple line, and it means there's a scheduled order. And now at this exact time, for 40 seconds, it's just in a couple of seconds, it will place 2 pending orders from the current price that happened to be at that very exact moment, So you could place this hours or days in the future, kind of. And it doesn't matter what the price is at the moment. The important thing that is when the time gets to your scheduled time of your order, it will get placed, and the current price at that very same moment will be used in all the calculations for the position size, for the distances, and so on. So right now we got 2 orders placed, and let's close them. So let's try to schedule something else. Let's try to schedule, let's say, fixed lot size of 0.22 with stop loss of 10 and a take profit of 10, and let's schedule it at 25 minutes and click buy. So right now we can see a blue vertical line. It means a buy trade is scheduled. And here it goes. So at the right, at the exact time, application executes the scheduled trade at the market price that was at that very same moment, So I hope you guys enjoying the application so far. And one last thing to show, actually a few couple things to show, is that it has also OCO option. So this means that I can place two pending orders in opposite directions, and when I have ECO enabled, then the opposite pending order will get cancelled the very next moment when the first pending order is executed. So for example, I have buy pending order and sell stop pending order. If my sell stop gets triggered, then the very next moment the buy stop will be cancelled, or in reverse. If my buy stop is executed, then my sell stop will be cancelled. So this works very well with news trading as well. So there are a couple more features. So we can set take profit in seconds. Those are for scalpers. And we can also set take profit in the exact price. And also the same for stop loss. We also can set stop loss at exact price. And also we have an option to set stop loss at a high or low of the previously closed price bar. And this next one is the second closed price bar. So let's try this one, and let me close this trades. I will switch to a daily chart and zoom in. So this will give us a bigger scale. So let's say I want to risk $100 and I want to place my stop loss at high or low depending on the trade direction that I will go, and my take profit pips should be 2 times bigger than the stop loss. So I'm not sure how big my stop loss will be, but no matter how big it will be, my take profit will be 2 times bigger. And let's say I will switch to instant execution now, and I will click the sell trade. I click sell, and immediately it opens a sell trade, and then it places a stop loss right here, just exactly at the high price of the last closed bar. And now I can see that my stop loss is about 53 pips. So this makes my take profit to be around 106 pips. Isn't it cool? Yeah. So let's try another one. Let's try high-low 2. So this should use the second closed bar, price bar high, right over there as a stop loss. So let's say I will use TP and SL ratio of 1, that my take profit should be of the same size as my stop loss, and click the sell button again. Immediately places another sell trade, and just like I was saying, my stop loss was placed right at this high price, and my take profit is of the same size as the stop loss. So my stop loss is about 110 pips, and my take profit is 110 pips as well. So obviously both trades had position sizes calculated exactly to kind of lose $100. So let me do a small experiment. It's always kind of hard to demonstrate how all these options work, but if I make my stop losses quite small, I might succeed. So let's say I will set my stop loss at 5 pips and my take profit at 5 pips as well. Or it's a take profit and stop loss ratio actually. So I will make it 2, so it should be 10 pips. And then I will open a buy trade, And now it shows to have a lot size of 2, and this means that if my stop loss gets hit of 5 pips, the trade should lose approximately $100. So let's, and if it hits take profit, obviously it should win 2 times than that. It should win $200 because my take profit is 2 times bigger than my stop loss. So while this trade is running, hopefully it will hit stop loss soon. It usually happens when you don't expect it, but now that I'm waiting for it to hit stop loss, it might never happen actually, yeah. But when you use such application, it really makes the trading easier for sure, because you can load it on as many charts as you want, and you can just switch between charts. So let me show you. I can open, for example, dollar franc, and I can add application as well. I just drag it on the chart. I put my license key, click OK. Application will load, and now I have application on the second chart as well, so I can place trades too. So now I can even go to the euro dollar chart and click this little heart button right here. What this makes is that it saves the settings as defaults, and now if I go to other instance of trader and chart and click this arrow right here, it will load the default settings. So as you can see, all the same settings were loaded from the previous instance of the euro dollar. Also, there is this button right here that can hide the panel, kind of minimize it, or the same effect happens if you click on that right at the top. So again, really powerful software for sure. So now I could open even more charts if I wanted to. So it's really useful. Let's see how our trade is doing. Oh, it's going up. Yeah, not much left. Okay, so I got my trade, hit the profit, and let's see how it turned out. Exactly $200. So I kind of expected a loss, So I would just try this one more time, but this time I would try to make it stop loss like 2 pips. Let's try that, and take profit of 1 pips. So if it goes as planned, so it should win $100 or it should lose $100. I try buy again. So my trade got hit, stop loss, and let's see, it lost $100, just like I've said. So I hope you can see how powerful the software is and how it can improve your trading. So don't wait another day. Just subscribe today, or just buy the full version, full license, lifetime license. And I hope you will enjoy and find this very useful in your Forex trading. So thanks for watching, and please like this video. Bye.